Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is. Today we're going to do a little gentle flow, but this will be mostly standing up, so we'll begin with just light sun salutations. Inhale, touch palms, look up. Exhale, bring the arms down. So while we're here, focus on standing straight into Tadasana. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, look forward, bring the arms by the body. Activate the legs, spreading the floor apart at the center. Active quads, you're in mountain pose. One more like this, inhale. And exhale. We're gonna add a little gentle forward fold. If you're experiencing a little low back tightness, let's just begin with the feet just slightly wider than hips width. Inhale. Exhale. Just come a little bit halfway. Inhale, reach. The whole time you're doing this, core is tight, so navel in, pelvic floor is active. Inhale. Exhale. One more like this. We're doing everything in groups of 4. Inhale. And exhale. Stay right here. Bring your hands right on your thighs. Press the thighs back. Reach the crown forward. Take an inhale. Reach the crown forward. Exhale. Press the thighs back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Thighs back. Let's keep the active core here. Very important. And exhale. Fold right here. Option to have blocks underneath. Option to bring the feet a little wider. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward. Hands can be a little higher here. Inhale, crown of the head forward, weight into the toes. Exhale, fold. It's very important that the core is active as you bring the weight into the toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees deeply and grab opposite elbows. Rock slightly back and forth, slightly back and forth. I want you to just feel the difference of the weight on the toes and in the heels. Whole time navel is pulled in. Hold it center and swing left and right. Exhale on the swing, inhale at the center. Let the arms hang. Press the feet into the earth. Active core as we roll up. Inhale, touch palms at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. And let's hold a moment here. Now bring the feet exactly at hips width. Soften the knees, swing left and right. Feel the waist moving. Try to keep the hips exactly where they're at and rotate at the waist. 2, 1, inhale, arms up. This time we're going to fold completely. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, pressing the feet into the earth. Come up with the breath in, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, breathe in. Listen to your breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale. Last one, we're going to stay down. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, bring the weight into the toes. And exhale, fold. On the inhale, take your right leg back, drop your right knee. As you exhale, empty the lungs, inhale, arms up. Shift the weight forward and exhale, open your heart. You can let the neck go back if you like. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, half split. Your toes are tucked in the back. Inhale, crown the head forward. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, come back to the lunge. Plant your hands, left leg back, you're in plank. Take the knees to the earth. Take the toes onto the ground, so untuck. And exhale, belly all the way down. Elbows hugging into the body. Take your shoulder blades down. Neck is long. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale. Tuck the toes and press back up, down dog. Take 4 breaths in down dog. From down dog, let's take that right leg back again. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Lengthen the leg to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the leg forward, look forward, inhale. On the exhale, back foot meets the front and fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, weight into the toes. Inhale halfway. And exhale to fold. Let's take the left leg back. Drop the knee. Inhale, lift. Shift the weight forward. Exhale, open the heart. Shift the weight forward into the front foot a little more. Hands down. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, crown of the head comes forward. You're on the fingertips. Exhale, fold over the leg. You're hinging, not rounding the spine. Abs are tight. Mula Bandha, so pelvic floor also tight. Inhale, come forward. Plant the hands. Right leg back. You're in plank. This time, Chaturanga. Glide forward or keep the baby cobra if you prefer. Bend the elbows. Inhale, up dog. So what I mean is keep the baby cobra taking the knees down or find your up dog. Tops of the feet are pressing. Press them harder and lift the thighs. Take the chest forward. Take an inhale. And exhale, hips up and back, down dog. 3 breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale. Spread the fingers widely. Really press. Hands into the earth. Hips go up and back. 1 more breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knee and stack the hip. Take a moment here. Feel the left hip on top of the right. Lengthen the toes up to the sky. Inhale. And on the exhale, take that left foot forward. Breathe in at the top. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Root to rise. Inhale. Exhale, namaste. 3 breaths here to reconnect. 1 more. Make sure pelvic floor is tight. Navel to spine. Throat lock is on. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale to fold. Right leg goes back, drop the knee. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, open the heart. Shift the hips forward a little more. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, half splits. Tuck your back toes. Feel the stretch in the left hamstring for a minute. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come a little deeper. You're hinging here. Inhale, hands forward. Plant the front foot. Pick up the back knee. And take your plank on the breath in. Exhale, glide forward 2 inches. Bend the elbows. They're brushing the ribs. Neck is in line with the spine. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more inhale. Exhale. On the inhale, right leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Lengthen the toes up to the sky. And right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, lift the crown. Exhale, fold, back foot meets the front. Inhale, halfway. Weight into the toes, exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. 3 breaths, and then we do it again on the other side. Stay with me. And ready for the next one. This time, make sure the feet are hips width. If you feel comfortable and not super tight in your low back, you can bring the big toes to touch with a little sliver of separation between the feet. However, we may not be there yet. Let's spread the feet hips width. Get ready to ground. Coming up shortly. And let's do it again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Make sure the back is flat here. Bring the weight into the toes. And exhale, fold. Fingertips down to the earth. Let's take left leg back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open the heart. Drop the hips forward. Inhale, arms up. Hands down and take your half splits. Exhale. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, hinge at the hip and bring the torso further down toward the leg. Inhale, hands down. Plant the hands firmly. Spread your fingers widely. Right leg back and plank. Take another breath in. And on the exhale, glide forward, bend the elbows. Chaturanga, neck in line with the spine. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Two more breaths, in and out. Last one in and out. On the inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Inhale, lengthen the toes up and take that leg forward. On the next breath, exhale as you drop the head and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold and root to rise. Let's do one more as I guide you through with just my voice. Okay, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Hands on the thighs, right above the knee. And exhale, fold. Take the right knee back and drop it. Inhale, arms up, drop into the hip, and exhale, open up. Inhale, hands up. Take your half splits. Inhale again, and exhale, hinge. So instead of going like this, we're gonna bend this knee as much as we need to in order to keep our back straight. So this is better than this, right? So we're gonna avoid that rounded spine here. After the second exhale, plant the hands and take it back into your plank. Make sure the hands are spread widely like this. If you have tight shoulders, you can open it out a little bit. Instead of having the middle finger straight at 12 o'clock, you're gonna open it out a little bit to the sides. 1 o'clock and 11. Now glide forward on that chaturanga, so let's make sure we have the elbows in the right positioning. So from the front, they're gonna graze your ribs. From the side, you're gonna glide forward and hold the position. Take the feet down, up dog. Hips a little higher, bring the chest through, lifting the thighs off. On the exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Now as you're here, take the right leg up, stack your hip. Make sure the shoulders are even. There's a tendency to move the shoulders. So as you stack the hip, make sure the shoulders do not go with it. Take another inhale as you lengthen the toes up and back. Exhale, bring that leg forward. So from here, you're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, back foot meets the front, drop the head. Inhale halfway, weight into the toes. Exhale, fold and root to rise. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart, namaste. Take 2 breaths here, preparing for the following sun salute. Then we're going to get into more static poses to focus on low back recovery. All right, so here comes the next one. Inhale, reach up, touch palms. Exhale, fold forward. Remember, we are bending the knees and diving forward, leading with the hard exhale forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Plant the fingertips, take the left leg back. So we finish right here. Arms up, bring the hips forward. Exhale, pull down and really bring your heart forward. Inhale, arms up again. And exhale, remember we are hinging from the waist, not rounding the spine. Use blocks underneath your hands if that helps. Take another inhale, crown of the head reaches. Exhale, come a little deeper. Inhale, bring the hands forward, find your plank. Glide forward on the exhale after you take a breath in plank. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Not really any further to protect your shoulder and wrist elbows. Inhale, up dog. Now in this up dog, go ahead and take a few neck circles. Bring in the right ear to the right shoulder, chin down into the chest. So very conscious circles. Go all the way. 2 times to the right, 2 times to the left. Once you finish that, go ahead and lift the thighs a little more by pressing the feet into the earth. In up dog. Feel the lungs. And exhale, down dog. Hips go up, hips go back. Let's catch up here and breathe. You can take it to a child's pose if you'd like a little rest. 2 more complete inhales and exhales. Last one. Beautiful. So if you were in child's pose, go ahead and find your down dog again. And then let's take right leg high, right foot forward. Ground the back toes at 45 degrees, and inhale, come up. So the hands are going to be to the waist. Right now I'm not set up in this pose. I want to go ahead and square my hips to the front. So, little bit of separation between the feet. This is not heel behind heel. I have about maybe 4 inches between my feet. And I'm going to bring my hands and rotate. This front knee, I'm going to really pull this quad up. Both quads are active. So rotate forward. Now, it'd be nice if you had some blocks here at a really high level to help you with support, okay? So all I want you to do now is really tighten the legs. I want 2 straight legs. Square your hips and just hinge forward on an exhale, just a little at a time. And inhale. We're preparing for triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're getting ready to add on, okay? So what I want you to do at this moment is bend the front knee as much as you need to in order to bring your forehead to the knee or near the knee. Again, you can have any kind of support here, blocks, etc. So I want to touch the knee and the forehead. Once the knee and the forehead are connected, you're going to press the forehead into the knee. You can shorten the stance here for more accessibility if that helps. But let's do it together. I don't know why my screen keeps going dark. I like to see where I'm at in the frame. So, I'm going to bend this knee a lot, and now I'm going to round if I must. And really put the knee into the forehead. I'm going to press my forehead against the knee and push back. Let it go, inhale. Exhale, push back. Use blocks or whatever you need to, short stance. And it's okay if you don't actually touch, but you're trying to. One more. Nice. Now lift your torso. Every time we're moving the torso here, we're making sure we're not rounding, right? We really want to use our core to lift. So the way I would come up, right, would be like this. The straight spine. So avoid any rounding when you're moving up and down here, unless you are pressing the forehead into the knee. That's the only time you're going to round, and I did cue you to do that. Now, we're going to move into the triangle, okay? So I'm going to switch directions. Right foot is still forward. Your right foot is still forward. Hips are square to the front. This is not a very long stance, but you can deepen it a little more now for your triangle. So turn your body to the side and reach. 2 straight legs. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little more space. You can do that as it feels comfortable to you. You can have a block behind or in front of the leg, but you can also use your hand to really create the rotation leverage you need here. And the arms are going north and south. So I'm trying to stack my left shoulder on top of the right. Navel in, opening through the hip. 2 straight legs, squeezing both quads, but there's a micro bend in both knees, especially the front actually. Back leg can be straight. Exhale, come up. So we're gonna go up and down in this triangle pose a few times. The key here to help with your injury and to help strengthen the muscles that we need to be strong in order to always have a healthy and safe low back. So navel in, pelvic floor up, throat lock, nice and active, okay? So again, body's facing the side. Right leg is forward. Get your length. Come on down. Exhale. Again, I'm going to try my bigger legs here, but this is whatever makes you comfortable. Take an inhale. Exhale, use the core to come up. All right, let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down. Take a breath in. Exhale, pop back up. Last one. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, come back up. Beautiful. Keep the toes wide. A little bit of a change here. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay? Both legs are straight as you can see. I can open my stance a little bit more, making sure the toes are tracking the knees. And we're going to go into our goddess. So again, this is tucked. This is important. I'm going to show you from the side. All right, so we are just taking the spine up and down. All right, come back up. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. I'll show you from the side because it is important that the positioning of the spine is correct here in order to achieve what we want and not the opposite, right? So we're not looking to add to the discomfort. Legs and toes are turned out so that when I bend that knee, I want to see it tracking the first 2 toes, okay? Both knees. So check that. Hands to the heart, inhale. I am not going to do this, all right? So I don't want the butt sticking out here. We want it tucked under. So before I go down, I'm going to tuck my pelvis and come on down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, stand up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, come down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, stand up. 2 more like that. Inhale at the top. Exhale, come straight down with the tailbone tuck. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, stand up. Last one. Inhale at the top. Exhale, come on down, straight spine. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, stand up. Nice work. Bring the feet closer, toes forward. And let's reset our spine before we do the triangle on the left side. Focus on rotating from the waist. Try to keep the hips where they're at. So instead of this, right, we're just rotating from here at the waist. Focus on that, navel in. Beautiful. Notice how I don't lock my knees. Knees are always like soft, okay? So moving to the triangle on the left. Bring your feet to hips width. Take a step forward with your left leg. Angle your back toes to 45 degrees. Get as much separation as you need between the feet. So remember, tight hamstrings, tight low back. You may need a little more than me. I have about 4 inches. Find the hip bones. Make sure they're both facing forward and squeeze the quads. Activate your legs. Keeping the hands at the waist and being really aware of these hip bones. Navel in, pelvic floor in. Inhale. Exhale, hinge down. Really root with your feet into the earth. Go as deep as your hamstring allows. Keeping both legs straight. We're not bending the knees yet. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, come up. 3 more like that. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hinge. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, come up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, come up. Last one. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hinge. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, come up. Nice work. We're going to work on the triangle now. But first, looking for that connection between the forehead and the knee. So the stance can vary, right? The more beginner / tight you are, the closer the legs should be, right? Meaning between the front and the back foot. Still about 3 to 4 inches between the feet, maybe more. Create space for your hips. Make sure you're rotated forward, and we're going to start bringing that left knee and forehead to touch. So inhale, bend the front knee and round the spine. Try to touch forehead to knee. You can bring the hands to the blocks. Once your hands are down to the blocks or whatever, go ahead and press forehead into the knee. Inhale forward. Exhale, forehead into the knee. Inhale forward. Exhale, forehead into the knee. Inhale forward. Last one. Inhale forward. Nice. Hands to the waist, come up, control. We're going to work on the triangle now. So this time I'll show you from the opposite direction. So the front leg will be the left. Back toes 45 degrees. Remember the separation you're going to have. Actually, left foot forward, hips are forward. Now, open your body to the side. Remember, you can go a little longer stance here. Reach the fingers forward and back. All right, get your legs active. Body's facing the side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, arms north and south. So again, we're working on using our core here. This hand can press into the calf, right? I prefer to avoid the knee. Arms are north and south. You can come down a little deeper. You can rest on a block right here. Take a breath at the bottom. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come on down. Breath in. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arms north and south. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's go back to that goddess. This time, instead of hands being right here, I want you to try the arms up. Check again when you bend your knees that they track the first 2 toes. This time when we go down, we're just going to do a pull down, okay? So inhale. Remember, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, come on down. Squeeze Flex your back muscles. Shoulder blades toward each other. Inhale. Like you're doing a pull down at the gym. Pull with all your strength. Squeeze biceps. Shoulder blades against each other. Inhale. Showing you again from the side. No. And yes. See, my tailbone is right underneath my cervical spine. Inhale. Let's find one more like that, and we are going to hold it. Now, take your hands behind the base of your skull. Just hold the squat. Gentle twisting. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, tiny. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. At your pace, at your depth, most importantly. So I'm not so concerned that you go faster versus slower. But please do not move the hips. This is from the waist. Keep the elbows behind your shoulders slightly, so open chest. Keep the tailbone tucked. Couple more. Twist. Center. Twist. Center. Deep tailbone tuck. 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms up. Bring your hands to the heart. I want you to just squeeze your glutes here and be aware of that. Okay? Now, the toes face forward and the toes face in. So pigeon-toed here. Blocks near you if you need them. But bend your knees and start coming forward, forward, forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Hands can go down. Now I want you to use your hands or blocks to shift weight into the toes, weight into the heels. Weight into the toes, weight into the heels. Keep doing this, but listen carefully. I don't want you to have any roundness here. So I'm using whatever level of block or support I need to keep a straight spine. Weight into the toes, weight into the heels, a couple more weight into the toes, weight into the heels. Take your left hand on a block or underneath the shoulder, and take your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Bend your knees as much as you need to keep that straight spine. And exhale, right arm right by the ear. Take that hand down, inhale. So replace the right hand where the left one was and twist. Again, I'm not moving the hips. This is from the waist. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, bring that left arm over by the ear. Exhale, come on down and fold. Let your spine hang. So I want you to bend the knees as much as you need to. And just, arms are soft. In fact, go ahead and grab opposite elbows. Bring weight forward, bring weight back, rotate left, rotate back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale the center, exhale, rotate one side, inhale at the center, exhale. Now rotate more naturally, swinging. As you are swinging, please make sure navel is in, pelvic floor is active. And bend the knees as much as you need to in order for the spine to be aligned, right, with the floor as much as you can. So we're trying to pretend like you're about to do a headstand, but you're not going to do it today. Swing, swing, weight forward into the toes, weight back into the heels. Keep repeating this pattern for the next 15 seconds. And for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 1 second. I'm gonna grab a drink. You can go ahead and grab a drink. And we're gonna work again with the offset hip hike that we did yesterday. So find a block or some kind of box step stool. I'm gonna grab mine. we're gonna again work on balancing and awareness of the hip and the hip hike, okay? So, further back. Take your right foot to your box or block. Notice here my left knee is lower than the right, and here I'm going to bring it even. This is all we're doing now, letting the hip hang, pulling the femur back into the socket. Femur hangs off the socket, femur back into the socket. That right foot is really grounding into the earth as I pull the femur back up. Let's do it 4 more times on that side. 3, 2, and 1. Knees are aligned. Hold that. Bring the knee toward the hip. So knee level with the hip. And don't let the knees get uneven here. I'm holding my femur into the socket. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Bring your arms up. And then take your right arm forward and your left arm back. Keep your eyes forward for balance. Take that right hand to the outside of that left knee and pull the knee forward as you maybe try to look back at your left hand. Inhale, center. Bring the arms back up. Hands to the heart, and see if you can find your warrior 3 from here. Bending that front knee until you feel balanced. Once you feel balanced, go ahead and lengthen the left leg back. We're trying to have the left ankle be in line with the left hip, and then look down because we want to be neck in line with the spine. Take another 2 breaths. And on the next exhale, bring the knee back into the chest. Hands to the waist. We're just going to hold here and then extend, bend. You can do it from a lower position. Extend, bend. Just go where it's gentle. Right glute is getting stronger. That's what we're trying to do here. And be aware of the hip hike. Last one. Beautiful. Step down with the left foot. Shake out your right leg. We're going to do this on the other side. All right. Shake out the right leg a little more. And let's get ready for the left side. Make sure you're super balanced on that block. You know, we don't want you to fall. This thing is great because it's a nice big surface. So if you have a box. Let's start with the hip hike. So let the femur hang out of the socket and then pull it back up. Let it hang, inhale. Exhale, pull it back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that left glute activating. Inhale. Exhale. Big left toe really being the star here. Grounding into the earth and the left heel. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Nice work. So we're still here with the left foot. Now we're going to try to bring the knees level. Bend the knee as high as the hip and take it back down. We're not going to let it hang. We're staying level. Knees level. If you have a mirror in front of you, that would be a great help. Active muscles. Notice your body and see what you can adjust to make this more balanced. More to the center here. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Beautiful. Start finding that warrior 3. Bend the front knee first, then align the back heel to the rest of your spine, and finally the neck as you look down and breathe and hold. You can work on straightening the left leg when you're ready, but it's not a requirement. The back leg should be straight, the toes should be pointing straight to the ground and flexing. One more breath. Let me meet you here to come back up. So getting out of your warrior three, come on up, up, up. And hold. Arms up. And begin to take your twist. So arms are going to align as much as you can. Take the left hand. And instead of bringing the knee in, you're going to pull that knee forward. Look back at your right hand if that's accessible with your balance. If not, stay with the eyes facing the front. Inhale, both arms up. Extend and bend. Exhale, exhale, you extend. And again, you can do this from a lower point if the hip is uncomfortable. But ideally, you want to get to hip level. Last one. Beautiful. And coming back down, shake out your left leg. We're going to move this to the side. Now to reset your spine, go ahead and go feet wider than the hips and give me some of those twists. Again, nope. Hips stay from the waist. Let the arms add momentum. And you should feel a little bit of oblique work here. Very nice, very nice. So now we're going to bring ourselves back down. We'll do one vinyasa, but I want you to first make sure that you have a cushion or a block accessible for you to sit on. So I'm going to grab this one. As we do some final stretches, I would also like for you to have your band. Towel, t-shirt, anything that will help here. And let's take that final vinyasa. So once you have finished rotating left and right, this time, see if you can bring toes together, heels to sliver of separation. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Jump back or walk back to plank. I prefer that you walk back as we're not ready yet for the jumping. And if we jump, it's into chaturanga, not into plank. And then take the knees down, belly all the way down. Baby cobra, just a little. In fact, I prefer you do baby cobra only instead of up dogs as your back is recovering. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. But that's my preference. All right, so once you're in the down dog, let's take a child's pose. Knees together on this one, okay? Knees together and arms by the body, forehead down like this. Soften the shoulders. I want you to feel like the shoulder blades are just melting away from each other. Spine is kind of rounded. Heart is closing in, and the back is spreading out. Go ahead and breathe into your upper back. Send breath into the upper back. Exhale, navel in. Contract a little deeper into the pose. Inhale. Breathe into the low back. So when you inhale in this little child's breathe in and out sequence, I don't want you to loosen up the belly, right? 2 more inhales, exhales. And last one. Coming up from the child's. All right, I want you to just swing your hips nice and comfortably. And then we're just going to take this support with the knees bent like this. This is something similar to the mermaid in Pilates. But we're going to do it really nice and gentle. Take your left hand to a block or down into the earth. Inhale. Exhale, switch the hands. Make sure the hand is planted on a block or the floor before you come up. Inhale to lengthen. Keep the low back long so we're not sinking into it and compressing. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, long waist. And let's take that arm and circle it around. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to take your right leg out and you're going to keep that left foot into the thigh. Stay elevated on your block. I prefer a cushion. It's a little softer on your butt, or a bolster or a pillow, but not too sinky, a firm thing, okay? You can also roll a towel. Towels work great. Reach for your strap. To the outside, to the ball of your foot on the right, okay? Get enough slack on your strap so that your elbows are right next to your ribs, okay? Now really flex the ankle, toes to the shin, and squeeze your quads so much that my heel actually lifts off the ground based on my anatomy. This doesn't happen for everyone. Look at your right toes and exhale, hinge. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge. And inhale, come up. Exhale. Let's stay on the hinge. Similar idea of what we did when we were in the triangle. You're going to drag your heel toward yourself. Bend that knee as much as you need to in order to round. So pull the navel in, open your upper back, and bring the forehead into the knee. Once you're here, inhale. Exhale, press forehead into the knee. Let your heel slide forward as much as it will. Inhale. Exhale, slide the heel. You may not move very far, it's okay. Just try to compress belly in, belly into, right ribs into the right thigh, and forehead into the knee. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, try to melt your upper body into that leg and let the weight of the upper body melt the leg down. Take your time here. Navel in, important. Super tight navel in. Keep inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply, using the exhales to soften more and the inhales to keep the spine long. Beautiful. Inhale. Now, your strap back into the ball of the foot. Right? Grab it with your right hand. Rotate your body toward the left. Bring your left arm to the sky. Pull the strap. Bring the elbow into the right ribs. Exhale. Inhale, sit up tall. Lengthen the spine up to the sky and exhale. You're looking back here. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And last time. Inhale. Exhale. Low back still long. Very nice. Now release the left foot forward. And we're going to take a few forward folds here with the knees bent. So bend your knees. You can open the feet wider than the hips. I want you to keep that straight spine hinging from the hip. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. We're going to hold the next forward fold. Let's repeat what we did on this side. So hips are on the block, mat, towel, whatever support you have. This pillow works great for me. It's not too big. And we're going to take that right hand down, left arm up. Exhale. So my knees are toward the right side. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as the other arm reaches. And you bend at the waist. Inhale, it is a side bend. Remember to keep your navel in, pelvic floor in, and your spine long. We're not compressing or crunching the spine here. Inhale. All the breathing is down through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, and then we're going to hold the last one. And stay. Use the hand to create a little more rotation and reach. Space in the shoulder, so let's not let the ear creep into the shoulder. Keep your neck long and coming down. Now we're going to take that left leg forward, right foot into the thigh. Again, grabbing the strap right to the ball of the foot. Elbows right by the ribs. Inhale. Flex so much, maybe the heel lifts off the ground. Left quad is active. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Hold this one a little bit. Elbows right by the ribs. Feel the hamstring stretch. The front leg is straight at the moment. That's why we have this, right? Because we can't reach the toe maybe. Beautiful. Release your strap. Drag the left heel toward you. We're going to round the spine. Remember, puff up your upper back like a tortoise shell. Bring your forehead to the knee. Inhale. Exhale, drag the heel away as you press the forehead into the knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine, navel in. Exhale, relax into your leg. Inhale. Exhale, melt. One more, inhale. Exhale, melt. Remember the key to keeping your low back safe. I'm not going to stop repeating it till I die. Is navel in, core active. Inhale. Nice. Reconnect your strap with the ball of your foot. Left hand is holding on. Make sure you have plenty of slack. Your arm is long. Rotate your body to the right. Now, elbow comes in toward the ribs. And let's take that left arm over. Exhale. Inhale. I forgot the arm circles when the knees were bent, so we can do them before we get into Savasana. Exhale. Inhale. Remember the low back is long here, navel is in, and we're feeling a stretch throughout the right lat, right side ribs, whole right side body, maybe all the way down to the medial, depending on how tight you are or how deep you're going. A little bicep and tricep as well. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring the knees like this and do our arm circles. So inhale, exhale, inhale. You can follow your hand with your eyes. Exhale or not. Inhale, exhale. One more. And exhale. Okay. So from here, I want you to just do that next forward fold. We're going to try it with straight legs, okay? Do your strap here. You really need it. Legs are straight, and I'm pulling the quads up. So kneecaps are pulled up in, right, toward the top, the bottom part of your thigh or the hip area. So really pull the kneecaps up. Heels are lifting off the ground for me. Lengthen the spine, navel in. Exhale. Little hinges. You may not go very far here. When you feel a stretch in the low back and hamstrings, come back up. Inhale. Now you can go a little deeper with each breath, so I'm going to start pulling that slack. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Hold the last one. Navel in. Shoulders broad. So we're not creeping shoulders to the ears. Elbows right by the ribs. Navel in. Really, like, abs are working here. So really pull. And relax. Now, we're going to try that concept of pushing the forehead into the knee from the forward fold. Paschimottanasana with the knees bent. Alright, so bend both knees. Tortoiseshell back. Round and bring your forehead right in the middle of your knees. Exhale, release the legs away on the exhales. Navel in, inhale. Puff up the upper back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. You can hold on anywhere in the leg. You know, you're not going to get as far as somebody else. Or you can get further than anybody else. But everybody's in their own spots. Keep your low back safe by keeping the navel pulled in. We're almost done here. Just a couple more moves and then your Savasana. Bring your spine back up. We're going to roll down gently. Gentle roll down. Use your navel. Scoop. Bring the feet wider than the hips, palms down, and toes flexing up to the shin. You're going to windshield wiper left and right. Windshield wiper left and right. Let's do this for another few seconds and then we will finish with some focused breathing in Savasana. For 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so you're in Savasana now. If the low back is not comfortable here, you can use the cushion underneath the knees. Let the knees be slightly bent and splay out. Okay, just super comfortable. And then one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. I want you to feel your belly rise as you breathe in through the nose. Inhale. Let the belly expand out. And exhale. Pull the navel and relax into the earth. Really feel like you're melting into your mat. And we're going to do a couple of breath holds and then let you go in your Savasana. So try to stay in it as long as it's comfortable. You don't want to fall asleep, but you also don't want it to be too short. At least the ideal time for Savasana is 7 minutes. So if you have a timer, you can set up once we're done with the breathing exercise. That would be wonderful. We have 2 minutes here to complete an hour of me going through the sequence. All right, so keeping the hands where I asked you. Take a big breath in. Hold it. Exhale through the nose. Keep exhaling. Get ready, breathe in. Keep breathing in. Let's hold. Out through the nose. Keep going. Get ready, breathe in. 1. It's an 8 count. Get ready and hold. Let it out for 8. Through the nose. 6. 2 more cycles. Get ready. Breathe in for 1. Keep breathing. Get ready and hold it. Get ready. Exhale for 1. Keep exhaling. Last time, inhale. Hold it. Get ready. Breathe out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe normally. You're in Savasana. Have a great day. I hope this helped with the comfort and strength in your back. Give you a little relaxation with the breathing. This is a great way to calm the nervous system and lower the heart rate and blood pressure. It's called a 3-part breath. So you inhale for a certain count. It could be 8, it could be 5, it could be 4, whatever. But make sure the hold is the same and the exhale is the same. Sometimes the exhale is really hard to do on the longer holds, but it's just a matter of practice. However, the immediate result of lower blood pressure is it's science-backed, and you can test it on yourself. If you have an Apple Watch, measures your heart rate, or any other type of Fitbit or fitness tracker. Namaste. Thank you for participating with me. I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah.